So, Sam Seder's show or the Majority Report as much as I used to. Just don't necessarily care for their brand of politics, frankly, but I know that he has been trying to get Steven Crowder to debate him for, years at this point. There was like that Politicon convention a number of years ago. I guess Steven Crowder backed out at the last minute from debating Sam Seder, and it's definitely cold feet Crowder. And so Ethan Klein, no idea who that is, but apparently it's this person, the H3 podcast, pretty big channel, over 3 million subscribers, was going to debate Steven Crowder. And since Steven is running so scared of Sam Seder, Ethan Klein brought Sam Seder on to do like a sneak debate against Steven Crowder, and hilarity ensues. Let's check it out.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So what we were going to talk about is
which is very funny. Let's just point out his shirt says "Fight like hell," but he's scared to debate Sam Seder because, frankly, he knows he would get destroyed.
Happened. I think he's looking off there. The initial quote that kind of was turned into a little bit of a meme, which wasn't intentional, and was you saying you don't even have to think about it regarding the CDC. And I disagree with that.
Okay, so it looks like they're going to have some type of debate around whether the CDC is like a reliable source of information, and let's see what happens.
I think people should think about it. I believe, and we talked about this through playful ribbing, in an aggregation of medical authorities and scientific voices to make an informed and rational decision. So where do you think that I'm wrong on that?
Stephen, do you know that the Spartans are like practice man love with children?
Oh, geez. Okay, so this is what's going to happen. What did I tell you? He was going to do anything he could to avoid. Oh, there he is. Oh no, Sam Seder.
And this is where Sam Seder pops.
I had no idea this was going to happen. I thought Ethan was a stand-up guy. This is where we are. Yeah, I told Dave.
Which I think this part is really funny. So, literally, Steven Crowder is so scared of having to face and debate Sam Seder, he changes the camera off of him as soon as Sam Seder jumps on this stream.
I guarantee you, he's going to do anything he can to avoid the debate.
Well, I just think he believes that he should debate you.
No, he doesn't. He just takes advantage of women with mental health issues. Ethan Klein doesn't stand up and do his own fighting. It's just hilarious. Let's bring on FM.
You would do anything to avoid talking to me. I think you're...
Which he clearly does. I mean, again, his shirt says "Fight like hell." He picks on people that he would probably do better in a debate, like unsuspecting college students with his stupid "change my mind" signs, but somebody who actually, would give him a run for his money, like Sam Seder, he is scared to face because he's an intellectual coward.
Yes, that's right.
Joe Rogan.
Yeah, Joe Rogan and Dave Rubin and Jordan Peterson and Noam Chomsky and Sam Harris. Everyone's been avoiding.
Not just...
I bet Chomsky would definitely go on Sam Seder's show if invited, for sure. Can't speak to those other people, but again, like Jordan Peterson's a hack. Who else did I mention? Brett Weinstein's a hack. Dave Rubin's a hack. Steven Crowder's a hack.
Well, I debated with Charlie Kirk. Stephen, I mean, it's about issues. Let's talk about those issues.
That's what you're doing here.
Valid points.
You're so clever. I had no idea that you were taking your show off early last time, coming in today with your pink pen peanuts on.
So it seems like he's taking your show off early. It seems like he is very much following what the Majority Report is doing, and Sam was talking about how basically he had to set it up this way because he thought maybe he would end up jumping on the stream, so they had to play and act like everything was normal because they, cold feet Crowder.
You take those off of their velveteen buttons.
We must have been very worried about this, Stephen. I don't know why.
No one was
be-
worried
Oh,
about
come on,
it.
Sam.
I didn't want to
Well,
do
let's have a
Sam,
debate.
come
If no
on.
one's
I'll tell you what. I
worried,
have a
let's do this.
general.
This is a
rule.
great
I
opportunity
don't start a debate
to-
based with people on a lie. And how
But which is very funny because, as we'll see later, Steven Crowder will just confront people randomly and try to debate them out of nowhere. But he's not willing to do that with Sam Seder because, again, he knows Sam Seder is his intellectual superior and would absolutely destroy him in a debate.
sabotaging.
How about you
Again,
guys-
if he thought like he would do better than Sam Seder or have a good showing in a debate against him, he would engage in that. He's not because he know he would get again wrecked.
Show yourself,
You coward. Steven, show yourself.
third-
Don't show your co-host.
Show yourself.
You should show yours.
What if?
I don't know. I think it's just pretty interesting. I mean, what did his shirt say again? We can't see right now because he took the camera off him because he's so scared.
Can you respect yourself as a man, brother?
Steven,
so strongly
Steven, you
that
are
you're
such a
not
coward. Stop
debate.
showing your little leprechaun co-host who comes out dressed like your sidekick.
Ethan, why do you have to bring
Show
up
Steven.
30th of the viewership?
Why is this the dumbest thing I've ever heard? So you have a
Just
guy
show
with
Steven.
less viewers to come on to debate him because you.
Well, obviously,
Why
if
don't
I'm
you
a,
get some-
Apparently he
if,
had to think
obviously
about
I'm
it,
a,
bro.
if I'm a layup
Yeah,
and
you
not a
didn't think
debater.
about it.
Well, look, you're the one. You're the
See,
one.
that's why Crowder agreed to debate this Ethan Klein person because he thought he could do a pretty good job, and Ethan Klein just admitted that he's not willing to engage with Sam Seder because he knows Sam Seder would destroy him.
He's the one that got angry about
Show
it.
Steven. Don't be
Hold on a
such a
second. All right,
coward.
hold on a second. Let me hear what Pigpen has to say here really quick.
Pigpen?
But Ethan, look, I don't. Hold on a second, Ethan. This because initially I came on here.
Fight like, yeah, his show says
Come on,
fight like hell.
Look, the same reason that I haven't ever had a conversation with Sam Seder is the same reason that Joe Rogan, Sam Harris, Brett Weinstein, Dave
Again,
Rubin,
those-
Shapiro don't own anything. It's based.
Out of that bunch, like definitely Joe Rogan is the best, and even he has a lot of really questionable views. Like, what do you say? Brett Weinstein, Sam Harris, Dave Rubin. Those are all complete fucking hacks. Absolutely.
Lie, Ethan. Just
What's
like
the
you
lie?
claiming my Ethan.
What's the
you
lie,
claiming
Joe?
my
What's the
book
lie,
reached
Steven?
out to you, Ethan, when you
Steven,
know that's
what's the
not
lie?
true. There's no
What's
one
the
ducking
lie?
you,
Why
Sam.
are you
I've
so
never
afraid?
Sam,
Listen, I think you're a smart
I can
guy.
call out Mike
I don't
Tyson.
understand why
It doesn't mean that I'm
you are
ducking him.
so worried about this.
Why do you
I
feel that?
honestly
Why do you
don't.
feel that anyone, Sam? Why do you feel that anyone owes you airtime when you have a 40th of the audience and you've been doing the
I
show
don't think
for
anybody
10
owes me
times as long?
airtime. I think that Ethan has just given it to me. I didn't
Right.
ask him for it, and
Right,
so
no, you've been begging
the real
for one
question
too
is,
much. Everyone
Steven,
bigger than
why
yourself.
are you so
Yeah, he found
worried
you
about
But if he
this?
knows, like, he obviously knows that and that pays attention to Sam Seder and or the Majority Report if he knows that Sam has been wanting to engage in this dialogue, have a debate with him for so long. He's obviously very up on Sam Seder and the Majority Report from this.
And so what happens is he
are you so
uploads 15
worried about-
times more,
Do you think
has
your
less than a
audience
50th of the
says-
audience.
Well, that's
Do
why
you
he
think
wants to
that
debate
your
you, is so he
audience-
can build his.
Sam,
Do you
Sam,
think
come on,
your
first.
audience
Yeah,
cares
yeah.
that I only have 1 million subscribers and you have what, 6 or 7 million
I think.
subscribers?
Let me answer. Can I
don't
answer your
think
question?
they
Can I
do.
answer your question? Can I answer your question? Sure. You want me to answer your question? My audience would say Sam who? Just like Joe Rogan's audience and Ben
Well, now
Shapiro's
they
and
all
Dave
know
Rubin.
who I am.
Now they
You
all
just
know who you
introduced
are
me.
because you had to
Your
shoehorn
audience
yourself into
watches
another coward show.
college
Another
students
show.
every day.
Yeah, exactly.
That
Yeah.
watch my
Hold on a
life.
second. Hold on
They
a second.
don't know who those college
This is another
students
lie.
are.
This is another lie.
possible
Let me
difference would it be?
clarify, Sam. Let me clarify, Sam. To change my mind, everyone knows on the show, right?
Yes.
We've had
How did you
professors
know
on the.
I ended
This is
my
what-
show
okay,
early?
Yeah, see? Like, Sam picks up on that. Like, Sam Seder's definitely holding some space in Steven Crowder's head. It's very apparent how triggered he is by this, getting called out, not willing to engage in this debate. He's not fighting like hell. He should really stop wearing that t-shirt if he's such a coward and won't even debate Sam Seder.
Stephen, if your audience
Because
doesn't
you're
even
an
know me,
idiot,
how
and
did you
half
know
of your
that?
staff doesn't
Do you
like
watch my
you.
show?
Because I'm a diehard fan.
Yes, it's because he's a diehard
Well,
fan.
if
Yeah,
you're a
I've heard of
diehard
you,
fan,
but I just
why-
met you.
why not
Congratulations,
have me
Sam Seder's
and
fan.
Stephen
I'm just
have
a
a
huge
conversation?
fan.
I will talk now. Every time I try to talk, you're interrupting, Sam.
Steven.
Right now, I'm trying to talk with you. You're interrupting, Sam.
The show.
Okay,
You bombarded my show under a false pretense. You claimed that just like you claimed that I ducked the debate with you under a false pretense. Have I ever?
That is what the Politicon people told me.
Oh, is that what they told you? Well, so you're just lazy with
I
your
mean, I
research?
believe
And if
I believe the Politicon people over Steven Crowder. Look, he's doing now. He ducked out of a debate with Sam Seder. What's to say he didn't do it before? Of course he fucking did.
Continue with
He's
the
a
lie.
coward.
You need to research and say, did Stephen ever accept?
They said you were
Let me explain to you. Let me explain to you. Hey, Sam, sweetheart.
Cold feet Crowder.
Stand-up comic who we can't find any footage about online. Let me
I'm not
finish.
a stand-up comic.
Oh, you're not? Okay, that makes sense because everything that I've seen is incredibly unfunny and unentertaining,
Well,
which may
I'm
explain the
not a
audience.
stand-up comic.
Irony alert, Steven.
Comedian.
How much have you watched of my stuff, Steve?
Can I answer your question?
Appreciate our discussing
Samuel, can I answer your question?
Yes.
So you've
Samuel.
done the same thing with other comments. Everyone has a bigger audience than you. Because you said, I want to speak with Steven Crowder. You believe that at some point there was some acceptance? When have I ever done a Politicon? Ever? As a matter of fact, in the last decade, I haven't done a single political conference. I hosted CPAC for 4 years and stopped because they suck. They don't pay and they're full of losers. And you've been clamoring for it, and it's a lie.
That you dropped out
Oh,
of
shit,
This is just hearsay and gossip. I've never met more of a woman.
career when he wants to.
More of a woman. Now he's just trying to throw insults.
Okay. So Ethan, do you want to have a conversation, Ethan,
About the vaccine because
Ethan, do you want to have a conversation? You're going to hide.
Absolutely, I do. So why are you hiding behind Sam Cedar?
No, me and Sam are aligned. I'm not hiding. He just,
Well, you're just a liar.
knows the
You're a
history.
liar. Because remember we said, hold on a second.
Feels like
It's
you guys are the ones
ridiculous.
who are hiding.
Really? No. This is actually
Who snuck in on you?
Cold feet Crowder.
never appears on stage, never does a live show,
But it's a
never
comment.
never even allows a shadow of comedy to be perceived on his program. It's just hiding.
Right.
Everything we do is out in the open. H3.
Steven, you're wearing a
that we
holster.
agreed.
So what?
Hold on a second, yeah? So? I want to normalize responsible gun ownership. Is that your debate? No wonder you had to bring in a hack for you.
No, you're talking about comedy.
You're a holster, bro.
Also, you're a
You're a
sponsor of
holster.
Spartans.
And he takes advantage of mentally ill women for a show. Which is
about gay
All right, okay. All right, Sam. You got it. You got it. I hope you have a wonderful highlight reel.
Hold on. Let me just make one point.
Hope you enjoy Politicon.
Hold on, let me make one point, Steven.
Take it easy.
Don't bail. Don't bail, you coward.
Cold feet Crowder.
Can you take off your glasses?
Hold on.
Before I go,
I
can you
just
take
want
off
to
your glasses?
see. We just want to see.
I just want to see if you take them off. If you have the Velveteen Rabbit buttons. That's the only thing I'm curious about. It's the only interesting part about it.
Or if there's a soul.
Let's
Just
debate.
take off the glasses.
Let's debate, Steven.
Don't hide behind the glasses.
Don't say let's debate. Then you've lost the
Debate the issues. What's the matter with you, debate, coward?
Coward.
You guys are good. Thank you.
Coward.
Won't even take off the
I
glasses.
was right.
All right, yeah,
We
you
knew
can
we
relax.
run away.
This is-
You run away twice. Cold feet again.
Cold feet Crowder.
Wow. Wow. Dude, I can't believe he admit.
I mean, did we expect anything else to happen? I don't think so.
Followed the show last week.
We got him.
Admitted that he watched the show last week.
got
He did.
Early.
Dude, we played him so hard because he literally was following. He saw that you went live, dude. We fucking got him.
Oh my God, we fucking nailed him.
That was pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie.
So do you want to respond to here? You want to throw him up, Dan? Do you want to respond to anything he said now that he's not talking over you?
Well, I mean, look, he's obviously lying about the idea that he wouldn't want to do a debate with me because his audience wouldn't know. Here's a guy who literally
Debates random fucking people.
because he was afraid that this would happen. Here's a guy who claims to have watched. I don't know. I don't know what it is he said he watched, but he's not worried about audience not knowing who he's debating because he sits down with random college kids.
It's true.
And sandbags them on their campus. I have the recording from Politicon when they called and he backed out. I have emails from Gavin McGinnis, whose show I would have never gone on except he
Debate
offered up
Steven
a debate
Crowder.
with Crowder, and Crowder left. And so, you know, I think Steven is afraid of debating somebody. You know, look, I do a political show every day. It's dry,
I don't.
it's boring,
It's obvious.
and you don't.
Yeah, exactly. And
he's
so if he
afraid.
wants to debate the issues, what's the difference between me and anybody in the world?
I mean, only that he is convinced that, for whatever reason, he's nervous about debating me. I don't know why.
Cold
I don't
feet
know why
Crowder.
that's the case. I debated Charlie Kirk at Politicon. It was fine. I thought Kirk did a fairly good job. I think Steven's not a total idiot, but I also do think he's a bit of a liar.
I mean, yeah, we even went through the effort of tracking down this claim that he never booked us for the show. I mean, here's the email, super professional. So I was like, I reached out to the girl. She said, I said, did you send me this email? She said, yes, I did. Years ago, for a few months, I worked for Steven Crowder.
All right, that's enough of that. And let's look at a little bit of the reaction on the interwebs. Sam Cedar versus Steven Crowder colorized 2020. Yeah, so much for courage. Can I crash here? How Steven Crowder looked when Sam Cedar ran on screen. Fight like, yes, exactly. Where's the Fight Like Hell t-shirt? But runs away at the first sight of and Daily Wire running cover for him, of course. Copium party. I changed my mind. So pretty much everybody sees through his bullshit, just not wanting to engage because he's so scared. Oh man, that's pretty good. Yeah, it is like one of his things. What is it?
Bury me alive! I don't deserve to live!
Oh man. Tim Pool with my beanie. That was pretty good though. Let's see, what's he saying here?
I am doing this so that if you are a fan of Steven Crowder's,
Why would you be though, frankly?
It's
It's fucking cringe.
that he cannot stand behind his ideas.
Yeah, or debate him.
He's afraid to have his ideas
Question.
challenged by someone who is equipped to do the least amount of challenging of that. Which is why he'll debate Ethan, even though Ethan has only 2 million subscribers and Crowder has 5 or 6.
And Ethan admits that, this is not his forte.
Yeah, this is not what Ethan does.
Yeah.
And he will go and have a change my mind thing with
Random
college
people.
students. He'll go up to,
Who don't have a
some guy
million
who is
subscribers,
doing
right?
street art
More than likely.
and decide to debate him and then call the cops on him. He'll do all
That happened, that's true.
But he will not actually have a civil conversation with somebody who knows the slightest bit of what they're talking about because he's afraid.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one thing.
Cold
you
feet
can watch
Crowder.
Crowder if you're a 14-year-old boy.
Crowder
you
the
feel
coward.
Like you need that misogyny and homophobia stylings of a comedic, comedic stylings that a 14-year-old boy in 1970, 82 may
Or
have
is
felt
the
they needed.
affect of a comedic styling without any of the actual comedy behind it?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, if you're so well set in your ideas, then go out and debate them. You're not willing to do that. Copium. All right. Copium. All right, that's enough of that. But pretty entertaining. Again, I don't frankly pay much attention to Sam Cedar's show anymore. I've never watched any of Steven Crowder's stuff, except I think that video Sam Cedar is referencing with regards to him going after that, street artist. The street artist called him out on his bullshit, said, get the fuck out of here. Then Steven Crowder called the cops on him because he's a coward. So not surprising, but pretty hilarious in my opinion. Like the video if you like the damn video. Subscribe for more content. Peace. Much love. All parted.